Good evening, Shark Squadron. This is Shark3-1 and you join me in the cockpit of the beautiful F4U-1D Corsair Mag 2-3 simulations. Today we'll be starting up and taking off the Corsair. So, first things first, if you want to come down to the battery and turn that on, then turn on the fuel pump. Next, you'll want to come down to the primer, hold that down for about 5 to 10 seconds. There we go. That should be good. Next, set the fuel cock or switch, whatever it is, to reserve. You want to take off and land and start up on reserve fuel. Use the main tank for everything else. That will save fuel in the main tank, because that's the only one that you have actual readings for on this style here as your fuel gauge. So, next you want to come down to the starter, and it recommends you do a few spins to starter to spin the oil throughout the engine. Get it all lubed up, that's all very good. Next, come down to the magnetos, left click 3 times for all magnetos. And I would recommend having your mixture lever and your, what's this called? Yeah, supercharger lever, both keybounds on your either HOTAS or keyboard, so you can just quickly kind of come to them. Next, verify that your RPM lever is fully back, that is the max RPM, so it's inverted on this. This is low RPM, that's high RPM, and crack the throttle by about an inch. Next, hold down both your tail pedals and engage the start switch. Okay, now the starter's engaged. We want to bring up the fuel mixture to auto lean. There we go. And it will stabilize at, you want about 800 RPM for neutral. Now we just need to warm up the engine until this oil gauge here is in the blue. This will ensure the oil viscosity, oil pressure here is low. You want the oil pressure low and the oil temperature and oil pressure within those blue gauges there. If the oil temperature is too low, then the viscosity will be too high, and that will raise oil pressure, which can cause damage to the engine. I'm not sure if this. I don't think this is currently modelled in this current version of the Corsair in early access. However, we should act as if it is to kind of future-proof our experience and also future-proof this tutorial. Whilst we're doing this, we'll also warm up the engine. We'll keep the cowl flaps all nice and shut to heat up the engine to get within operating temperatures. Whilst we're doing that, we will basically open the wings. Open the wings, left click on that handle to turn it down, then right click to spread. You'll hear a horn when it is about to finish opening, and once that door there is shut, you will then you look at the handle again, turn it up. There you go. And now it's shut, we can turn it up, and the horn goes off. Okay, so now that we have done that, we need to wait for the engine to warm up. You'll join me once it's warmed up, viewers. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back, viewers. Now the engine is warmed up by the oil temperature loss. The engine temperature's risen a little bit. And once we can start to get the engine heated up and take off, that'll rise up to operating temperatures, which is what we want. So before we take off, I'd recommend arming the planes, not doing it in the air. So come up to these switches, flick all these on. These 3 are for the guns, that one's for the gun sight. Turn this knob to the right with the mouse, drag and hold left click. Then arm your bombs, whatever you need. These 2 are for the wing bombs, left wing bomb, right wing bomb. That is the arming, that is the fusing switch, and that is for the center bomb. Down here, missile armed. Yep, so rocket box on off, rocket box arm safe, and whatever single RC you want, I'll explain this more in a later video. Just have all that set, that's how I'd set it. Set however you want. Next, we'll open the cowl flap with this lever here. You want to Push that into the open position to open it a little bit. Yeah, that should be enough. Don't overheat the engine on takeoff. Next, we will come over to this here. Now, if you read this here, to unlock tail wheel, pull and turns, that's in the unlock position. That's it locked. When it unlocked for taxiing. And this aircraft taxis using your pedal brakes. So, that'll taxi right, that'll taxi left. So let's increase engine RPM and throttle, and let's taxi on the runway. Here it's sent for takeoff. Now let's set the trim as well. So we want to trim 1 degree nose up, 6 degrees to the right, and about 6 degrees to the right of rudder trim 2. So 6 degrees right for the ailerons and rudder, 1 degree up for the nose. Okay, now throttle up to 30 manifold pressure. Release the brakes and throttle. Also set flaps to whatever you need. At 90 knots, bring the nose up. And there we go, we're in the air. Bring the gear up. And in increments, bring the flaps up. Now we can close the canopy. You can also now close the cowl flaps again as needed. And there we go, viewers, that is how you start up, taxi and take off in the brand new F4U-1D Corsair by Magnitude 3. Hope you have a wonderful day, viewers. Shark 3-1 signing off.